Geez, we're going to have a really fun time covering this one, guys. This has been a topic that people have talked about for many years. And for the longest time, people have been saying that digital games should be cheaper than physical games. This has been something that's been going on for many years, ever since digital games started being pushed towards the forefront in game distribution, where we started seeing full-on releases, full AAA games being released digitally, as opposed to just indie games and, old ports of arcade games and stuff like that. That's how it kind of started with like Xbox Live, and you had the WiiWare, of course, when Steam first hit the market. There was definitely a lack of adoption at first, and then of course it picked up from there. Now digital gaming is obviously the mainstream. It's obviously in the lead, whether it is PC, where it's almost the only way to game at this point, or it's console, where it may not be like quite that big of a disparity, but I would probably say at least 65-70% of sales are probably going to be digital only. So that's going to be something, and maybe it's even higher than that, I don't know. But for the longest time, people have said on the internet, digital games should be cheaper than physical. And there is definitely some logical reasoning for that. So when I heard about this from good old Nintendo YouTuber, RGT85, hello Sean if you're watching this video, or anybody that watches the channel, of course. He made a video talking about this subject, because we have Yoshi and the Mysterious Book, which is a new Switch 2 game that's going to be coming out in a couple months. The newest Yoshi game, which, some people are fans of Yoshi games. I don't really care all that much myself. It's not something I'm into. But Nintendo, like pretty much everybody else, has been pricing their digital and physical games at the same price. And there's a lot of good reasons why companies do that. It's namely to ensure that they are able to keep the retail stores happy, because you can't imagine they'd be too pleased if they knew that the product they were selling on their shelves was more expensive than what Nintendo sells on their digital storefront. That further incentivizes the consumer to go digital over physical, and therefore it disincentivizes the retail store to carry those games. So that's really the main reason why there is this price parity. But because of the market conditions that we currently have in the year 2026, which, need I remind you what those market conditions are? But because of that, Nintendo is citing that there's additional costs being involved with the production of physical games. And so, you can get Yoshi for $59.99 digitally. If you want a physical copy, it's going to cost you $69.99. So it's an extra $10. Some people say this is a Nintendo tax. I guess you could say that's a possibility. I mean, Nintendo has been known to be kind of egregious with their pricing sometimes, selling, Pokemon ROMs for $20 on the eShop. Fun fact on that. But I don't think that's really the thing here. I mean, because of the costs increase from the storage, because of the whole AI bubble and whatnot, all of these companies buying the hell out of stock, which increases the demand for it, which thus increases the price for it. So anybody that's buying the leftover stock, like Nintendo, needing the chips, needing all that stuff to produce their games, it is going to be more expensive for them. So it totally makes sense why they would increase the price. But, gamers have been asking for this, guys. I just searched digital games should be cheaper. And there's numerous articles, there's forum posts, Reddit, Steam, Quora. There's all kinds of discussion involving this as a point. This has been a pretty common theme for many years. Many years, this has been something that people have complained about. And Nintendo is just giving the people what they want. They wanted a cheaper price for their digital games, and now they're going to be getting it. So, be careful what you wish for, I suppose. Obviously, if you're a digital gamer, you're not going to be affected by this. You're going to be paying the same price you always have. The physical gamers, well, I mean, you guys have been saying digital games should be cheaper. And it looks like starting with Yoshi and the Mysterious Book on the Switch 2, that's going to be the case. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you happen to enjoy this, please be sure to check out my most recent video right above me. And on the other corner, the algorithm's going to send some fire to you. Hopefully you check that out. And if you like this kind of content, be sure to subscribe. And that's going to be the last line.